Hi, everyone. Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for 3 little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. I greatly appreciate you being here. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I hope that you had an awesome week since last week and that you are well. I have been staying very busy, to say the least. It seems like there's never enough time in the day. But I'm so glad that y'all could be here. I greatly appreciate it. You know, Julie, that is very important. Julie said she's got a headache forming, and that reminds me, I need to drink some water. If y'all don't drink enough water, it can cause all kinds of issues. You know, I've not been 100% for the past 2 weeks. I've been busy. I've not felt sick, like I don't have, stuff, the dreaded pandemic plague. I don't have that, but I just didn't feel well. So, you know what? I decided I'm just going to take care of myself and do nothing, and basically spent time with Henry and just relaxed and tried to be stress free. And I feel so much better. All right, so today we're going to continue on with my Ladies and Flowers junk journal that I started last week. And last week I showed y'all some different techniques of creating some ephemera, and I've got the start of a couple of pages here. Hey, if you haven't already joined the raffle, please do so. But I'm going to show you some more little pocket pieces, and depending on how we go here, I may make 1 or 2 journals today. I've got some pages already made, and I'll show you those here in just a moment, as well as a sneak peek for the next kit that's coming out in my shop, which would be the Enchanted Rose. Oh, you like the wood paper? That's a scrapbook paper. That's a scrapbook paper. So here's what I've done. I took some 12 by 12 scrapbook paper and I cut off 1 inch on one side. Okay. And I then went from 8.5 inches down and scored it and folded this up to make a pocket. I used the Baroque flower stencil. That's the name of the stencil. Hey, Michelle. Hey, and thank you, Robin, for everything you do. I greatly appreciate you. So this is the stencil that I used, and I applied the Distress Oxide ink, Mermaid Lagoon. I didn't think you needed to see me do all of those. And I just grabbed a couple of cards, but I wanted to have some little pocket pieces, and I've been really busy, so I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done. So what I'm going to do is make some little pockets to go on here, and I'll show you my technique for doing so, which is to fold in the edges just a little bit here, and I'm going to fold across the bottom. And basically, I'm just going where there isn't any text on here. I meant to go this way. I think that's right. Yeah, I wanted to go this way. So this is going to be a pocket on this side, okay? So I folded it so that I've got this little area here. So if you're making pockets, you know, you can glue them directly all the way down where there's no gap, or you can do like I'm doing and make a little tab underneath. That way when you go to put on other images, you got a nice little base and you get to use the full size of that pocket. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is rip this. I don't need it to be super big, so I'm kind of playing around with scraps to see what I could do. And I kind of like just something really simple, okay? And I have this piece, so guess what? I bet you I might have been smart enough that I can use this side and get 2 of them out of a book page. This is just an old book page that I happen to have. I folded it in half, so there's 2 layers. And that way it's a little bit stronger, because sometimes book pages can be rather brittle. Okay, I like that. I'm going to go ahead and do this again. So I'm looking at this. I think that's the side that I want. So I'll fold in the edges. I'm cutting off any excess too. All right, so we're going to go like that. And then across the bottom. Oh, I had a blowout. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put a piece of paper in here. Sometimes the paper is so brittle it breaks really easily. Okay, so I've got this piece here. We're going to go like this on this side. So I will rip. And across the top. So what have y'all been working on? I've been working on the next subscription box. I think I have the stencils all worked out. I just need to cut them. And I have the Tattered Angels Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists pick. In fact, I will lay those out here. So this circle will be the kit color. It's kind of, see if I can put something under it, then that it won't. We're getting a flash out because it's got so much mica. And then these 6 colors will be the colors that will be in the Tattered Angels add-on kit. I decided that with this kit, and I'll give you another sneak peek, that the color of the cover and everything, we needed all of these colors to go with the kit. What do you think? Oh, you did some gel printing. Hey, Bevies, welcome, welcome, welcome. Julie did some gel printing. You're trying to restore a vintage typewriter. Oh, wow, Tanya. Now, are you trying to make that where it runs and you can operate it? Or you just making one so that you can use it for an art display or something like that? My brother, he likes to restore old things, and so he's done typewriters, and he's done sewing machines, a bunch of them. Micro mini book charms. Thank you, Julie. You like that? So those are the colors. We get a pale, kind of a lilac, lavender, a teal. You get, this one is kind of a, oh, it's just a vintage rose gold, maybe. It's more gold. And then this pink and this pink, they are different, but I wanted one that had a little bit more pearlescent into it. It's got a little iridescence to it. And then this green in the middle. And then this one has a lot of gold in there. It's a gorgeous pink. But this is going to be the cover. There's the inside cover. And then here are some of the fussy cut elements. You like those? I'm going to get out a spray box and put in my little corners that we just made. And we'll spray these real fast. So let's see. The book page, I did a teal. How about we do a pink? So let me see here. I've got from the Artsy Cherry. It's a cherry color. I'll shake this up. Here is, I'll move these over some more while I'm shaking this up. It's another fussy cut element page. It's got some tabs. Several members of the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group told Norella what they would like to see, and that's what she created for the ephemera. This is the subscription box items. This will be the stencil design that will be in the kit. And there's some elements that she made. Micro mini. Think bigger. There's another page. There's the same stencil design on the outside. Shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. And that's the other pages. So that's going to be the subscription box. What did I just do with my Ziploc baggie? So I can save it for next time. All right, so I've put these in here, and I've got the pink. I've got it shook up. I'm just going to spray this. And we're going to dry it with a heat tool. And I can read a little bit of the chat. Hey, Laura, welcome. And Jeanette, hello. And Maria and Mary, welcome, welcome, welcome. And my husband Henry is here. Hey, Ashley. Thank you, Ashley. Ooh, cool stencil. You like that one, Robin? I've got a couple of new floral stencils. I've got to pick 3 designs that will go in the subscription box. You'll get 2 stencil sheets, but one of those sheets will have 2 patterns in it. You know, hey, this is your time too. If you're getting my subscription boxes, do you prefer the half sheet stencils, or would you rather that I just pick 2 designs and instead of getting 3 different patterns, you get 2 patterns? Love to know what you think. Hey, Maria, welcome. Love you too, Ashley. All right, so this is, the paper is so brittle, it's breaking. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on there. It's just brittle paper. I've got my little mixed media mat under here. I'm going to set this one aside so it can dry. All right, so I've got this piece. Put that one there. And I've got one that'll go over here. I kind of like that. We'll apply some distress inks. I've got walnut stain. Hey, Arrange. Hi, Sophia. How are you? Welcome. Welcome. Just putting some distress inks around the edges. Kind of like that. All right, where did my little ladies go? So here's my little ladies. So one would go there. She looks like she has a headache. Maybe she's holding her head. That's a hard decision. You like being surprised? You like the 3, Mary? Well, good, good. Okay. Well, I thought that's what everybody would want, but you know, maybe I should ask every once in a while. Just every once in a while. All right, so I'm just trimming off the corners so that I can use these. And this didn't get glue all the way, so we'll fix it. Hey, Kristen. How are you, lady? Good to see you here. Laura, he's liking your Dish Dawn soap again. The next box will be shipped out on March. No, why am I saying March? February the 15th. February the 15th. Has too many pins sticking in her head. Is that it, holding her hair up? Give her a headache, right? Those vintage hairdos. March, or February, I don't know why I keep saying March. February the 15th is when it will ship. Next Monday, isn't that the 26th? What is the date for next Monday? Is that the 26th? If that is, that's Henry and my 29th wedding anniversary. Oh, I'm sorry, Kristen. Hugs and prayers to you. Breaking up is never easy, that's for sure. Never easy. Breaks your heart. 25th is Monday's the 25th. Okay, so the 26th is the next day. So I will show next Monday how to use the kit, and I will have my website updated with the subscription items so that you can start placing your orders. Then if you already have a subscription, you don't need to do anything unless you have changed your credit card. If your credit card maybe expired. One of my customers contacted me and said, oh, if my order goes through, it won't because my card was compromised and she had to get a new card. And if you do have those instances, then you will want to go in and update your credit card. Let's go over to the sewing machine and we're going to stitch around these little rectangles. Okay, thank you, Robin. Next Monday is the 25th. Well, the 25th will mark the half anniversary for the year is what we call it, because in July was when we went on our first date, and it was July 25th, and then we got married January the 26th, so 6 months later. All right, let's go over to the sewing machine. Let's make sure it's working. We're a little off. Let's see if I can get you lined up. All right, so I've said this in other tutorial videos. I have a electronic sewing machine any sewing machine will work. Mine just so happens to be a Brother. It's about 5 years old. It's a higher end sewing machine because I wanted to have the machine that had the automatic needle threader and the thread cutter. That was important to me because I'm also a seamstress. So when you're sewing, it's really annoying to have to do those two tasks. So I got it in this machine. I've got it set on a zigzag stitch with regular thread and regular needle. You want to make sure that your glue is dry. I only put glue right in the middle so that I could stitch around this outside edge. So we're going to do that real quick. Looking at the chat. All right, we're going to go in here and do this. What else I've been doing? I made a bunch of videos. I have not edited them. Can y'all hear me okay? Say yes, I hear you. I haven't edited all of them yet, but I made a monochrome journal. I haven't bound the journal yet. I take that back. I've made the guts. I haven't put the journal cover together yet. I kept seeing... Yes, and thread cutter's amazing. I love it. I had seen somebody do a couple of monochrome pages, basically black and white pages. Oh man, I had these stacked together and I didn't mean to. They looked a little thick. Look what I got to do. I've got a thread cutter. Always have a thread cutter handy. But look, I can fix this. Anyhow, I saw this idea that somebody had done on a couple of journal pages, and I wanted to make my own journal. So I've done that. I've made the journal pages. I've got tutorials for several of the pages. I think it's probably around 10 hours of video that I need to edit and get down to smaller chunks so that y'all can enjoy that. So you always get your journals done, but never put the covers on. Currently you have 3 waiting for covers. Yeah. Well. Are we lagging today? What else? We watched a lot of TV this weekend. The same thing. Fixable mistakes. You got it. It's live. It's live. It's not Memorex. I was going to stamp on this too, and I forgot. Oh, well. Okay, so we're done sewing. Let's go back over here. Am I back in the picture? All right, let's get this guy out of the way. I was going to stamp around the outside edge, but it's small enough that you can't really see, and I think that would look good. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue these into place. So I'm just putting glue on the little tabs. So here's a quick way to dress up those scrapbook papers and use those as journal pages. You know, because most of them, unless you pay for the really fancy kind, are one-sided. So this way you can put something on the back side. Hey, Carol! Oh, I'm so glad to see you. It has been a while. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you, Julie. That's my little butterflies. Henry got me that. I believe that's the one he bought when we got to go to Alaska. I'm going to put this over there. All right, and then we're going to do this one the same way. All right, so what I'm going to do while I'm waiting on this to dry is I will show you a couple of the other journal pages that I made for this journal. So I'll lay that right on top. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to add some flowers. I've got some little paper flowers here. I've been trying to use them up. Okay. So I'm going to put that on top of here. Then maybe we'll think of something we can put up at the top. I've got a couple of rubber stamps, so maybe we can get those out. Yeah, Henry's a jewel. He's a keeper. Back when we had money, he'd buy me jewelry. And I don't need any jewelry, so I'm okay with where we are right now in the world. All right, I think, how about if we were to stamp a couple of sayings to put on here? I'm kind of looking around to see what kind of papers I have, and we're going to look at the other journal pages that we made. So I'm waiting for this to dry. So here's what I've done off my photos I've taken from my garden, because this was flowers and ladies. I went ahead and just printed a full page, journal page, with the flowers on there. And then on this side, I did some mixed media. So I first took a book page, and you can kind of tell the difference in the sides. I used a little bit of some cream or ivory craft paint and scraped that on in a thin coat. Then I did some rubber stamping. So I stamped, this is the tall topiary or large topiary. It's the big one. And stamped that here. I made a mask that has now, oh, here it is. A mask is where you stamp the image again onto a scrap of paper. Then, and I didn't get this trimmed off, and I should have. Then when you stamp it, lay this on top, and then you can stamp here so that the stem, thank you, Kimberly, for your donation, so that the stem is behind your flower. See how it's not here now? And then the same on this side, I wanted to have that in the corner. And then I used the same Baroque flower stencil in the background. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Robin. And then across the top, I used from the Lace Duo stencil. I used the word journal from the Journal Quartet. And this is Every Artist Writes His Own Autobiography. And that is Henry Ellis. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. I also made another page. So this one is another flower that I had in my stash. It's got a swoosh on it, or that's in the photo. And then this time I used some Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists, and I just kind of dotted it onto my page. Again, this was a painted page, book page in the background. Then I took some acrylic paint and then went over the top of that in a darker purple. Then I took a green and just kind of made like there's a stem in there, just making little marks, and then just kind of brushed out for some leaves. Let that all dry. I sprayed it with some Tattered Angels. So up here, I used from the Artsy Patina. That's from the So Artsy kit. I sprayed that up here. And on the bottom, I used from the Punked Out Steam 2. This is Punked Green. I sprayed that across the bottom. I used the Leafy Branch. I think that's right. I think it's Leafy Branch. Across the bottom in a green ink. And I used the Diamond with Blair stencil in the background, and I used the same sayings. Last week during the live stream, we made this journal card and we made this pocket. I did add the rhinestones. I don't think I had the rhinestones last week, but I did add those. And then I made a journal page. So this time I, again, painted the page. So I had a book page that this is what it looks like. And then, okay, come on, focus. Why are you not focusing? And then I sprayed it with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists in a pale pink, which I think is from the All About Robins pink mist. I also used a little bit of Craft, so it has kind of a brown hue to it. I then used the September of 2020 Stencil Club and used Distressed Ink Walnut Stain to get that pattern in the middle. And then here around the edge, I used the Beach Rose rubber stamp and stamped it over and over and over. Then went back and used Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. So I used the Spring Pink and I used the Punked Green and filled in the leaves. And then I used, this is a maple yellow because it was old, but any of the darker yellows will work. And that's what I painted in the center. You see all that? And then I made a pocket for this side out of more of that napkin. And then made this little element on top using one of Norella's ladies. And then this is from the Dragonfly Delight journal kit. And I used the saying, only good girls keep diaries, bad girls don't have time. And it's by Tallulah Bankhead. So if you look it up, it's Bankhead. That's the name of that rubber stamp. I don't see Margie. She's not here, Julie. On this side, I stamped the Bella Rose stamp all over. I also sprayed the background with Tattered Angels. I used a stencil, and then I colored in all the flowers with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. This journal card we made last week, and I think I made the pocket last week. I made a pocket like this last week, I think. And I made that journal card just to fit this card. And I thought that went in really well. And then this rose, this is the Botanical Rose stamp. And then these are some of Norella's words, printable words. And then this pocket we made last week. So we've got all these goodies in here. So I used a Dragonfly Delight postcard. I made this rubber stamped journal card last week during the live. We made this little journal card during the live. Or I did it right after. And then I made this one during the live. No diary means no evidence or confessions. Exactly. So that was another journal page that I made. I've showed that some of these on online. This one I made by doing a sprayed background paper and stamped it with the daisy stamp, and I made these mop-up papers on top, and then I made a couple of journal cards during the live stream last week, and this is how I used them. And I made these little corner tuck spots because I wanted more of a window so I could see behind there, and I just stamped the Bella Rose stamp on top of a sprayed book page. Kind of cool, huh? What else? I've got, so last week we made this pocket and all these journal cards that are inside. So I glued it down onto one of the Artful journal pages on this side. It's not going down in my pocket. There we go. And this side was another flower from my garden. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. It's time for the raffle if you haven't already joined it. And then here's another one from my kit, my garden. And this one, I was trying to print some of the Artful on the other side, and it jammed in my printer. So I put a pocket on this side. So it's the same concept as the other. It's just got a few different journal cards in there. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3 pages. Plus I've got 3 printed pages. That'll make 4 pages. So that makes 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need to make 3 more pages, and we got to hurry in this next couple hours. All right, I think this is about ready. All right, so let's do the raffle here in just a second. I know I want to use some flowers. So I'll get those out. I happen to have this mixed bag of flowers, so I've just been picking stuff out of it to use it. Thank you, Maria. Marie, I don't, I look at it and I see an A for some reason. Marie, thank you. What else? I'm looking to see if I need to grab some more. Okay, I've got those flowers too. Oh, that's where the others are. No, those are not. I've got a bunch of these flowers, so I was trying to see if I had some more. Oh, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. I've got more purples. Well, this one's brand new, never been opened. Oh my goodness, Linda. That's how much I would buy this stuff when it was on sale. Okay, I think we'll work with those. Maybe some of those. Okay, cool. Hey, I'm trying to use up some of this stuff. I used to use all these flowers when I made journal card or greeting cards. All right. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we're going to pick the winner. Good view. Thanks, Julie. Oh, dear. All right, so let's pick the winner. The first winner today, winning 200 junk bucks, is Marie Duncan. Congratulations, Marie. I'll get that added to your account here in just a little bit. If you need it before the stream's over, speak up, and then Robin will remind me. All right, so this time we've got all right, so we're going to do this giveaway. Robin cleaned out her place a little bit, and so it's made it handy because it's all in this bag, so I know I can give it away. And she gave me these stickers. So these are some butterfly stickers. There's a whole bunch of them there. These look like they have glitter on them. Then she gave me this sheet of gemstones, and it looks like one of them is trying to escape. It's open, but there's some little gemstones. And then I thought this was pretty appropriate for today since we're doing flowers, ladies and flowers. This is a little lady cameo stamp, and I can't tell if it's one piece or if it's two pieces, but I thought it was kind of pretty. So I'll put those together. You're very welcome, Marie. All right, so enter the raffle. Put that out of the way. All right, real quickly, I want to grab a couple flowers. I think we'll just kind of dump out a couple here. Maybe do something like put a little bit of color on there. I gotta find my glue. There it is. I got so y'all can't see my table here, but I have a bunch of tall containers in front of me. So when that happens, I kind of lose where my glue is. I've got paint up here. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, I like that. I think I'm going to put some rhinestones in there. So I've got a little bit of some rhinestones. These are connected together, so I'm just snipping in between just so it's easier to pop that gem out of the backer paper and then put it down. Okay, I like that. Well, that worked out really well, and I'm using it up. Like that. And then I had, these are some of Norella's cards. It's like a little botanicals, and they were bigger. I think they were like 3.5 inches tall or wide, and I printed them as smaller by telling my computer printer to print the 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper as a 5 by 7 image, and it shrunk it down. So I thought those would look kind of neat, stuck in there like that. And then we're going to come up with some sayings up there, but I'm going to go ahead and glue these flowers down. Alrighty. You will not be entering the raffle, Robin says. Well, you can enter, but we won't let you have your own stuff back. Although, you'll probably want it back because I'm using this bling, you know. Okay. Let's put some bling on here. Okay, so let's set this up. We're going to put some words up there. You can do it by either stamping directly onto a piece of paper like the actual journal page, or we're going to stamp it onto other pieces of paper. So I'm looking over here, and I happen to have this scrap piece of paper. Grab my journal rubber stamping block. So this is from the Journal Quartet. This is just a scrap of paper that I cut off of a book page because I didn't want that white area. Well, guess what? Now I can use it, stamp the word journal on it, and I'll just use both ends. Don't move on me. All right, we'll put that back over here. I have this little stamp, so let me see what I have paper-wise in my little pile here. I do have this. Maybe that's what we'll use. Okay, so I've got this little piece of paper, so we'll use that. It's cut wonky, it looks like. So we'll just kind of stamp it in because I'll tear it out. Okay. So we use life is about making memories. So this one I'm going to cut. And I'll cut this. And, oh, I forgot to put these in the pockets. All right, I like those two pieces. So I'm going to put some distress inks on there while I contemplate. That's what you do. You contemplate. You take your time and figure out what you're going to do. All right, so we got those two pieces. And prior to the live stream, I had some book pages that were strips and leftovers. And so what I did was I painted them with different colors of Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. And then I stamped over the top of them. And I just put them over here to the side. So you can take all of these that were this color and line up your strips together, or even just get a book page and spray the whole book page. And then I just stamped random all over and I cut it into strips. Or you can already have leftover strips that were on your desk, like this was a leftover strip, and I colored them all with Tattered Angels and then lined them up side by side and then stamped over the top of them. So we're going to use one of these. I think this green would look really good behind the word journal. So I'm going to take this piece and cut it to fit. Yeah, handmade washi. Exactly. That's another, idea, is you make it look like it's washi tape. Just kind of have those little bits. All right, I'm going to go ahead and glue this together. And I'll put some distress inks around the edges. I like making little layered elements when I can. All right, so let's rip this out. If you ever stamp something crooked, stamp it more towards the middle, and if you always have a problem not getting it straight and you don't have a MISTI or something. Oh, thank you, Linda, for your donation. then you can just rip it out and you don't have to worry about if it's not perfectly straight. And I'll keep that little scrap. I'll set this over here to the side. Who knows, I may need it later. All right, so let's apply some distress inks to the pieces. And then let's see what of these strips that we could use. I'm thinking maybe we'll use some of the pink. Let's look at this. I'll slide these out of the way. Okay. So if we put this like here, and then this one's going to go over here, but what if we used, let's see what I have here. I already have some little straps. So what if I were to lay this together? I think it needs one more thing. I'll put that right there. I think we need to stamp across there a little bit. I don't know. I've just really been in this mode of I want to stamp around the edges. So let's see here. Oh, I've got the flowering branch. So let me put that on my block. And then we're going to stamp that with black archival ink. So let's just kind of I'm just kind of rotating the stamp so I can get the flowers on there. And then what if we were to take that? Doesn't that look a lot better with the stamping as opposed to without it? I think I like it. Just adds another layer to it. Okay, let's go across this way. There. Oh, I gotta do that again. Do it again, Sam. Yeah, that's who's missing. Where's Sam? And Margie? Where is everybody? Besides the ones that are here. You just got you some acrylic blocks. Awesome. You know, I do not have one that says notes in my shop. I need to look through the catalog again for Beeline Designs. She may have one, but I'm not positive. I'll have to ask. Hey, Robin, put that in the notes to check on notes rubber stamp. Oh, let's do this again. I'm making 2 journals, whether or not they go home with somebody in the raffle at the end. I still wanted to make 2. Who knows, maybe I'll get lucky and I get to keep one. Okay. I like it. Let's now do this. We're going to put these together. So I'll put some distress inks on this piece here. And let's glue that down. So I'm going to put a little glue on the back of the sentiment so that I can kind of position this the way that I want. And then I'll glue the whole unit down. You're hoping you won't have fingerprints because you're higher, yeah? That's just you know how it's, well made. Thank you, Robin. Robin knows. She knows what I need right off the bat. Go ahead and glue this one. She's a keeper. Okay. She's a keeper. You could also have, before I glued this down, you could have gone over and stitched around there. You could use the shabby stitches if you want. The shabby stitches makes it's a little tight for this one, but it would have worked. All right, so what do you think? There's one journal page. Let's glue this down and we can move on. Okay. Put the lid back on. And I'm not going to put anything on the scrapbook paper side at the moment, unless I think of something before we get off here. Okay. Put this back over here so I can find it later. So I've got a composition notebook that I have opened up to the center. I don't know if I've ever showed that recently, I guess. I've shown it in the past, but not recently. So composition notebook. And you open it up to the center and it's stitched. Well, you can cut those stitches and then you can just pull these pages out and you have a full sheet. So I went ahead and trimmed these down to be the right size, which is 8.5 by 11 for the journal that I'm making. So if you're trying to make a journal a certain size and you'd like a little bit bigger pages to work with for notebook paper, get one of those composition notebooks. All right, so now let's do some mop-up papers. Let's make some mop-up pages. So I'm going to grab my spray box. These are my papers that I put in here, and whatever happens, happens. Every once in a while, I'll give one away. I think I want to put this in here. So we need a flower stencil again. So how about... I don't want something too tight. What do we got? Oh, you know what? I've changed my mind. I'm going to use this polka dot stencil. All right, so I think that's what I want to do. So I'm just kind of lining it up with my notebook paper. And then we're going to grab a couple of colors of Tattered Angels. So let's grab... I've got Artsy Patina from the So Artsy Tattered Angels kit. I've got Punked Green from the Punked Out Steam 2 kit. And I've got Positive Vibes from the Positive Blue from the Positive Vibes kit. All right, so I'm shaking these all up. And I'm going to spray and add each color. I want a little bit of yellow, so I've got the So Golden. It's a pretty shade of yellow, which will just help me get a little bit deeper green on here. All right, so now I'm going to grab a sheet of paper and let's mop up. So doing this, you're getting all of that Tattered Angels that's on top of the stencil. And we're getting a whole nother element that we can use in our junk journal. All right, I'm going to go ahead and spray the back with a little bit of the Tattered Angels. This is going to be wet, so I'm going to dry it. Okay. So there's my mop-up paper that I made. And then here is the composition notebook paper with the polka dots. I'll go ahead and flip this over and spray the back side. Oh, I like the little splatters. All right, so I'm going to set this aside to dry for a moment and do the other page. That way they'll be kind of in sync. All right, so I'll put the stencil down. And I think this time I'm going to use less of the green. I'll use a little. But I want, not a lot, but I want a little bit of a purple. So it'll be a little different. That's what I like about this. You can just experiment. And we're going to get different colors every time we do it. I could have also changed stencils, I guess. All right. This is my equivalent to tea dye papers and coffee dye papers. You know, several of you love to create those coffee dyed and tea dye papers. I don't. So I like putting this spin on my papers. That's what I'm doing here. So whenever you see somebody use a coffee dye paper, if you want a paper that's going to have a lot more color, use some Tattered Angels. Okay, I like this. This is what I really like. I like the purple that came in on the edges. That turned out pretty. I'll go ahead and spray the back side of this one. I'm going to dry it a little bit. Staring at the screen. Uh-oh, the upstairs people's smoke alarm went off. Dinner's ready. Well, hopefully they didn't catch the place on fire. All right, so here are we get a little difference with the purple here. I'm going to spray this a little bit. This is So Rockin' is the purple. Okay, that kind of helps. It just kind of gives a little bit of a purple hue to it. Doesn't that help? You can see that purple on there? Uh-oh. Well, hopefully they're not catching the whole building on fire. All right, so where are we? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I've got some coloring book pages. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good here. All right, so now what do we want to do to alter these pages just a little bit more? I'm thinking I've got this little flower I think would be good. We could stamp it around the edge. Let's do that. So let me get my little block. And we're going to use the jet black ink. Let's get my scrap paper. Let's just stamp all the way around the edge. I don't know why, but this little technique, just adding a little bit of a border, just kind of helps pull the page together. And I don't always do it, but you can. If you stamp down the middle, then you'll have a little bit on both sides when you fold your page in half. So what do you think? Versus without. It just kind of adds a whole different dimension to it. You're tired of moving? Well, maybe we need to talk to management and say, hey, y'all, we can get you moved into another apartment. I kind of like that. Let's see what we can do here. Thank you, Julie. This is from the Sun-Kissed Cube. Sun-Kissed Cube. I like doing the stamping on pages because it's adding layers. You know, we've added the Tattered Angels. Now we're adding the rubber stamping. So I've already applied 2 different layers to this sheet of paper, but it's not going to change the thickness of the paper. Okay? Like that? All right, so let's decide what we want to do for the inside. I use this on one of the others. So this is the Daisy stamp. So I think I'll use it. It's a bigger stamp, but I think it'll work. I'm kind of alternating how high up I go. Some areas you'll see more of the flower. I think we could go down the middle. Oh, knocking stuff over. Go down the middle. Going faster now that I've got my plan. And I'm not worried that if it's not perfect stamping, because I like that lighter look. A little bit distressed coming in from the age. I haven't purchased the watering can, Tattered Angel, or pad, ink pad watering can. It's kind of a blue. I think I want it. It's blue-gray, but I haven't bought it yet. I've got it saved in my cart. Okay, I like that. And I think I may still have a few little words here. I can get a hold of it. So this is some words from Norella. We've got true love, just breathe, be brave. Yeah, these will be good. So let's cut out a couple of them. Let me see. Oh my gosh. What are y'all talking about now? Oh, noisy people in the movie. Noisy neighbors. I know I would be annoyed because we've lived in our house for so long. It's so quiet that one day I was in here and I was like, what in the world is that noise? It's crazy. It's loud. What's going on? And I go outside and there was we call them a bobcat machinery. It's a little kind of a plow hole digger type thing. I don't know. And they were running around in the back working on some old tree limbs. And I was like, wow, it sounded like they were in our backyard. It was so loud. Yeah, love living on a farm with cows as your neighbor, Brenda. That's awesome. You know, it's funny. When I was growing up, I was so ready to get out of the little town where I lived. And, you know, they all say, people say that, you know, when you get older, you want to come back. And that, I think that's so true. You don't know that, but I needed to get out to live life, to learn new things, meet some awesome, amazing people. And now I'm ready to go back to that living on the farm life. So these are some words from Norella. So if we were to put those, maybe using some of these little strips of book pages that I painted, I think that would be good. And I'm just quickly applying some distress ink. I've also got more of these paper flowers, so we'll get out a couple of those. I don't want to put too much embellishment, so I'm really using these Prima flowers that are, hey Margarita, thank you so much for your donation, that are flat, not very dimensional. You have cows for neighbors, Kimberly? Hey, that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, we got those. So what if, would this one work? Oh, I think that would. And I've got a couple of strips of that, so we'll use those. Okay, cool. All right, so now I'm just going to cut. They should all be the same size. Yeah, so I'm just going to turn this over, use it as a template, and cut a couple of these. I don't think I have enough to cut 8. So let's see what other color I have. Oh, I see another one. I do have enough. I do. Okay. That piece, and then let's just do this again. I don't know. I like doing assembly lines sometimes, because then I can just sit here and create and not really have to fret about the design, because I already know what it is, so I can just kind of duplicate it. And then sometimes there's something to be said about being able to just sit and play with your supplies. So true, Robin says. Oh my gosh, yes, if they get too easy, if they get too noisy, you can eat them, cows. So we'll just make this little embellishment. Enjoy life. And again, if you so choose, you could go over to a sewing machine and stitch around the images or words. Kind of like this. I may need to make a bunch of these. So I think I could use them if I had them all made up. But I like making up stuff for the journal that matches the journal. So maybe I'm going to be making the Enchanted Rose. So maybe I can make some of these in pink ahead of time. And that way, when I go to put that journal together, I'll already have these little embellishments that I can just grab and stick down. Oh, thank you, Margarita. You know, it's easier for me to make the pages flat, and I make a whole page that is pretty much the same for the throughout the page. So by stamping all of that like this, even though this is on the same sheet of paper, when you fold it in half and put more pages together, you're getting a variety. So that's why I like to do that. You're a matchy-matchy person too. I'm not always 100% matchy-matchy, but I can be. All right, so let's just come in here. This is going to go really fast. Oh, wait. I got to do distress inks. And then we'll just glue all these down. And then these pages will be done. Just like that. And then we'll play with the other mop-up papers. See what we can make with those. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. All right, it's time for the raffle. If you haven't already entered for the little goodies, they are a set of butterfly stickers, some rhinestones, little sticker rhinestones, and a little rubber stamp that has like a cameo in it. So y'all enter the raffle. I'm going to put this down. Just like that. Maybe we'll grab some flowers. So I'll dump some out here. Let's see. What do I want? Oh, I like this pink. And they're tiny. All right. Why won't this open? Ah. Put a few pink flowers out. Lots of flowers in this journal. All right, y'all get entered in the raffle. Poke, poke. Somebody's noisy in the garden. All right, so I'm kind of looking at the other page and lining these up back to back. Since they're the same size, they should fit right on top of each other. And if you wanted to, then you could come back and sew around those and do them all at the same time. Okay. Y'all in the raffle? I think my dog Hercules is growling in the other room. Hercules? All right, let's put some flowers on there in a moment. All right, is everybody in? The pink flowers look like cherry blossoms. Yeah, they kind of do. They kind of do. Got several the same size here. Trying to use some of the flowers up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, good. So if we did something like that. Oh, I need to pick another prize, don't I? All right. I'm just, I'm in the zone. I'm just creating here. That's all. I'll have some green. Do we want the green with that? I don't think the green shows up. I think we'll just go with the pink. All right. Thank you, Tanya, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need to clean my hands. Got tattered angels all over them. Okay. All right, I like that. Let's see what happens when I put bling on there. Does that help it, putting the bling on there? I don't know why it's so dark in here today. All right. Ah, you have a hydrangea punch that punches little flowers, different sizes. That's cool, Julie. This will be perfect for that. It'll be perfect for that. All right, so let's pick a winner. Oh, cool. I got something else. All right. Okay, you ready? The winner of the butterfly bling and rubber stamp is Janice Brammer. Congratulations. All right. Congratulations, Janice. You won the goodies. All right, so I have got, let's do sea theme stickers and gold bling. All right, so now I've got from Robin. These are little sea theme stickers, so it'd be perfect for somebody who's working on a summer or oceanic journal of some sort. They're very colorful. And this is some, like a bling sheet. I don't know if that's a sticker or if it's just a hard piece. Your guess is good as mine. It's just bling. So we're going to put that up there. That'll be our next prize. Okay. So let's go ahead and cut these apart so I can use them. Sometimes I use them as a strip. I probably should, just so that I could use these up. I've got more different sizes and colors. Okay, let's put that right here. Like it. Mine is Crafts for You. Crafts, yeah, Julie. Crafts for You. Is that the brand? I'm going to... Ah, it's going to rain. Well, good. We need the rain. I was supposed to water my yard. They came and sprayed our yard with pre-emergent weed killer and bug killers. We get an organic treatment on our yard. I think this sticky is not sticky, so I'm just going to put some glue. Stick it down. Come on now, you're not supposed to stick to my finger. You're supposed to stick to the journal page. All right. There. Put a little bling on there. I don't think I put flowers on the other, did I? I was going to put flowers on the other page. Putting flowers down. Adding some bling. Yeah, there we go. It didn't stick to my finger that time. Don't need much glue. And like I said, these are really flat, so they don't stick out too much other than the rhinestone. I know, I'm looking down a lot. I gotta see what I'm doing. Hey, Patty. How are you, Patty-O? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I did join MeWe. It's another social media platform. Seems like a lot of my friends were going over there, so I've been checking that out. I do have a page, and then we have, oh, I did put flowers on there. Okay. And I've got a Facebook group, or a group, not just a Facebook group, a group. You may have to click, someone type out, do live now or something. There's a live button. If you're on a mobile device, accidentally you go back. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, put it on the wrong side. I'm about to cover up the glue mark. Yeah, I've done that. All right, so now we've got these pages. I'll go ahead and spray a little bit of that purple on here that we used earlier. So rockin'. Let's fold these in half. It happens. Sometimes if you hit a button by mistake, it'll go back to the beginning or it won't be live. All right, so this is copy paper. It's a little bit thicker, but not much because this is some cheap copy paper than the, the notebook paper. I'm going to spray down here because it didn't quite get coverage. Alrighty, so now on these, I've got some larger flowers. I thought we would use those. So we'll use one, and then I'll switch to the other one. Again, so we'll have variety. So I've got my archival ink. I will use a scrap of paper because I want to come off the page just a little bit. So I'll stamp it right here. So now we'll have that right down the edge. Okay? So now I'm going to do it on the opposite side. And if I was smart, I would have butt up the pages and I could have done all of them at one time. You know, I could have put these side by side and then stamped it. Well, you know, learn from what I'm telling y'all. Are you still winning, Laura? Okay, got that. Now we'll do this one. Okay. Sheet. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to grab, this is, oh, that was Dandelion. And this is Queen Anne's Lace. And I'm going to stamp it on the other side. So we've got those patterns. You like that? You like that idea, Julie? You could just stamp them. I should have done it when I did this side, but I want more of the stem on here. This one isn't quite big enough to put two of them together. But I kind of like that. I've got the Lace Duo here. And I've stamped it in blue on a couple of pages, but I think this time I'll just use the black. So I'm going to line it up with this edge up here and stamp it to the middle. You see that? And then I'm going to do it again. You ready to do some pages, Julie? You got to get them out. Get them out. Like that. I'm going to flip it over and do this side. Same way. What I like about rubber stamps is they're such a versatile tool as far as if you're buying not traditionally themed elements. Like you're not buying holiday stamps, but lace stamps like these, the journal word stamps, are great. Like that. Let's do that again. Because a lot of these themes cross over. And more than likely, you do a lot of the same style, you know? So you can use these over and over again. I do have in my shop, those of you that might start working on St. Patrick's Day stuff, the 4-leaf clover stencil. So if you're looking for a stencil like that, I do have some in my shop. Oh, I forgot to do this side. Well, Julie, if you've got a crusty bits, it may be embedded into the gel plate. Try soaking it with a lot of water. If you can put it into a tub or something that it could be submerged a little bit or floating on it because it's a gelatin, maybe that'll come off. I've used Thieves Cleaner on my gel plate. You want to be careful what you use because you can, in essence, melt your gel plate. So there's our pages. What do you think that we made? It's real subtle. Just another little pattern. Okay. So now I need, how many pages do I got here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we need to make one more something, some kind of page. Oh, I've got some onion skin paper. All right, so with the onion skin paper, because it's so lightweight, you like the Lace Duo? Yeah. I think what I'll do is spray this without a stencil, and then we'll come back and add a stencil pattern. Because this paper is so thin, if I spray the stencil, it kind of blurs and it doesn't work very well. So we're going to try it this way. So what color? I'm looking at the journal pages. I think we need some more pink. So I'll spray this to be pink. So I've got the spring pink from the All About Robins kit. It's almost empty. You know what? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this other one on top of it and mop those up. Basically kind of colorizing 2 pages at the same time. And I'll spray a little bit on this side. I'm just laying it back in the box, and then I'll lay, this is the other side on here. It's wet, so I'm using the bottle to press it. That way I don't get it all over my fingers. All right, so I'm going to dry this real fast. Now you could use Kool-Aid to dye your paper. Again, I'm just using Tattered Angels. It has an interesting color. Nice pink. You like it, don't you? It's a pretty pink. That's from the All About Robins Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists kit. I think I have a few left. Maybe. All right, this is about dry. this one is dry. Okay, I like it. I really like this diamond with flare. And even though it's not flowers, really, I think it's kind of pretty. So we're going to do that. But I'm going to do it in a teal. The Mermaid Lagoon. Kool-Aid without sugar. Yes. Don't get the kind with sugar. Get the kind that you're supposed to add sugar to it. But don't add the sugar. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, I like it. I'm not pressing really hard. I'm not adding a lot of Distress Oxide ink to my blending brush. These are those cheap makeup brushes that I picked up off of Amazon. I know there's a company that marketed some really fancy brushes. They are expensive. Someone gifted me a set of those brushes, and I bought a set of just the makeup brushes off of Amazon, and I can't tell the difference between the high dollar brushes and the cheap brushes. Just saying. No brand names. I'm not saying any brand names. You can't get Kool-Aid or a powdered flavored drink, Julie? Do you not have a powdered flavored drink? Or is it because Australia thinks enough of their citizens to not let them poison themselves with chemicals? We'll have to send Julie some contraband. She's in Australia. Yeah, it's like the red food color number 5 and 10 and 7 and whatever, probably all of them that we shouldn't ever consume. It's just real faint. Do you see the patterning in there? All right, we'll do the other one. All right, I think I have enough pages that the last thing I need to do is create the covers. And I'm keeping these fairly simple today. Okay, let's put this back here. Right up there. Clean my hands off. You love the crinkly sound? Oh, I didn't do the other side. I keep doing that. I'm in a hurry. I want this to be done already. You do too, right? I just happened to find this box of onion skin paper. I got it a long time ago, probably 15 to 20 years ago, when I worked in the corporate world, and they were cleaning out a cabinet that had this onion skin paper in it, and they were going to throw it away, and I was like, no, don't throw that away. Love contraband. Joel Jello crystals. I don't know, Julie, if you have the kind that doesn't require sugar, that you have to put sugar in. They might have enough color pigment. You know what? They're not that expensive if you buy the off-brand. Love it. All right, so I'm going to fold this in half. do this one. All right, so let's see what else we can put on there. This is the tulip twine, tulip twine. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stamp it. It's just real understated. And I'm going to stamp it on the inside, just pretty much in the same area. Because this paper is so thin, it kind of shows through. Like it. Do it here. And I think I also want to use, that is the Stitches. It's from the Stitches cube. There's a Shabby Stitches, and then there's a Stitches cube. And this is the embroidery type stitches. And I think, okay, good. It should fit on this page right in the middle. Oh yeah, and that just gives it a nice little pattern right across the top there. Isn't that pretty? You found neon food coloring almost throughout the neon green though. Use food coloring. Great in a spray bottle. Again, I'm lining it up so it's not near as noticeable that it bled through on our pages. I like it. Okay. So here's what I've done for the covers. I printed from the Shabby Floral kit on cardstock, just a couple of the journal pages. This kit doesn't have all the ephemera as part of the kit. It's just journal pages, and she didn't define any as covers, so I just chose a couple. And then this is from my Artful kit. It's a digital download. I like the colors, and it was flowers, so I put that on the inside, and I used this kit, another page from this kit. So I'm gonna just fold these in half like bleeding paper. Yeah, gum Arabic. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit more expensive to make your own sometimes. All right, so there's some covers. So I thought I would look at, let's look at these images of the gals that I have here. So I have, she's kind of pretty. Wouldn't she be kind of pretty on that cover? Maybe put her up there. I think I like that. And then let's find some mixed media papers. Maybe something like that. Maybe a piece of this one. I kind of like that. All right, so I'm going to trim these. And I think I may get don't know if I'll get another mat of paper. Oh, raspberries to dye paper. I bet that is pretty. I bet that is pretty. All right, so this is 2.5. So if I make this 3.5. Yeah. So I've got these ladies from Calico Collage. And I'm just making a little frame with the mixed media page. So there's that. And I can put that down here. I think I need one more mat around that piece. So I'm going to do a 3.5 by 4.5 piece of paper. I've been trying to use up more of my leftover gel print pages that I have laying around here. Okay, now so I'm going to set this. All right, so that's going to go up there. I saw this purple may be too dark. Let's see. Oh, and I've got this blue. Or I could just use a book page and paint it. All right, so that is too dark. That purple is. All right. I do have this blue. That doesn't look right. So what if I take a couple of book pages here. Does it need the ivory, or should we paint it maybe a really dark blue or a dark green? Maybe green. I think green might work. All right, so I saw here a green Tattered Angels. Where did it go? Because I used it earlier. There it is. Just for speed, I'm going to spray this. And then we'll dry it. I don't need to spray the whole thing. I just want to do it, and then that way if I don't like it, I've got a piece of paper I can use. Beets before, yeah, someone used raspberries. Raspberries and beets, those look really cool to do. Yeah, I think the dark green is what it needed. Trying to get it dry. It's kind of hard to cut paper if it's wet. Yeah, that's where I go, asking y'all. And not waiting for the answer. Okay. So, if I did this on here, now we've got a little bit of a green border. I like that. All right, so I'm going to trim this piece down. So I need to make it probably 4 inches to have just a slight border. I could probably get away with 3.25. Let's see. I know you can't see my paper cutter, and I'm just kind of lining it up to see how does that look border wise. All right, so I'm going to go 3.25 by 4.75, and that should get me a nice size piece. And we're going to add some more patterning, I think, to those edges. Okay, do that again. So I need 3.75 3/4 by 4 3/4. Okay. Come on, Junkie Joe. All right, I'm going to move these out of the way for a moment. I'm looking for some of the French script. I think that's what this one's called. That one's called French Correspondence. French Correspondence. I am getting another word stamp. I'll be waiting on Beverly to get me those to add to the shop. All right, so my text is going this way, up and down, or incorrectly. So I'm going to turn my rubber stamp so that it's going the opposite direction. So it kind of obscures the text if you do see it. So that when we put this behind, it's just a little bit of that text coming through. Okay? So I'm going to do it again. Do I have it the right way? Yep. All right, so I want to do something on this one. I think we need a flower. So I'm going to use the beach rose. And let's stamp that. This is a partial gel print. Looks like I may have cleaned my brayer off type of piece of paper. All right, so now when I put this together, see how the patterns change? The whole look of that? Woohoo, Julie! You've been watching enough. You got over 1,000 junk bucks. All right. All right, it's time for the raffle. I'm going to make up this journal cover. And I guess we'll do another raffle of some goodies. All right, so I'm going to go around the edges of these. Y'all get in on the raffle. Get in on the raffle. Add some distress inks. I'm wondering if I want to do the technique where I put a black frame. I don't know, I kind of like that. Just gonna go up here. All right, I'm seeing y'all getting entered into the raffle. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and glue these together, and then I'm going to go over to the sewing machine. So, your copy paste skills. We're going to do the sewing cam lamb here in just a moment. So what I'm going to do is glue these together as layers so they're all done. They'll be drying for a moment, and then we will go to the sewing machine while I do the next raffle. This will glue, or the dry, I can't get my words out. The glue will be drying while I pick the next winner. And we'll go to the sewing machine. So I'm barely putting glue on this. I'm only putting it on there to help hold it in place until I glue it down. Okay, so we'll put that over there. I'll glue this one together, same way. Like it. Okay. I like it. Okay, so the winner, I didn't show last time, the stickers and the bling. And I guess we'll do the last raffle. I'll give away a mini journal. Okay. My nose itches. All right, the winner of the bling. I want to take this off my page. I think that might help my problem here. Maybe. Okay. We're going to do the bling and stickers. Fishy stickers. The winner is nobody wanted any of that. Pick a winner. Laura Johnson, you won the fishy stickers. It's a good thing. There wasn't very many of you that got in there. All right, so this last raffle, congratulations, Laura. We're going to do one mini chunk journal by Linda. All right, so what I'm going to do is when we get to the drawing portion, I will grab out these journals real fast, and I will give y'all opportunity to pick which one you want when I call your name. All right, so sewing cam lamb. We're going to go over to the sewing machine and stitch. Yeah, fishy stickers. All right, move this out of the way. All right, so we're just going to stitch. I'm going to stitch around her and around this outer edge here. I just filled my bobbin thread before I started the live stream so that I could make sure I didn't have to stop. Nothing like being in the middle of a project and then you run out of bobbin thread. Which reminds me, okay, I still have the upper thread because I use those big cones that you would use for serging sewing machines. There's the first stitches, and then we're going to do the next layer here. My stitch length I set on my electronic machine as number 2 by number 2 for the width. So length was 2 and the width is 2. And that makes it a little bit narrow zigzag stitch. You'll use less thread doing a narrow zigzag stitch. So there is that piece. All right, so we'll lay that over here. And then let's do this one. Yeah, Laura's just cleaning up today, ain't she? All right. We're sewing. We're sewing. I've run out of thoughts of things to say. We're just zipping right along, though. All right, so there is that one. Okay. All right, let's go back over here. I think I want to put her kind of in this upper corner right there. I like the way that looks. So I'm going to put a generous amount of glue on here on the edges, making sure that those will stick down all the way. Because you don't want it peeling up on you. All right, so I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to grab an acrylic block to lay on top of it. So it smooshes it into place. Ooh. I gotta move a couple of things out of my way, because I'm running out of space here. All right, that helps me. I was knocking stuff over. Okay. It's looking a little better. My desktop. All right, let's put this one down. I'm going to put her in the bottom, so she's kind of looking up at the flowers. And then let's add some paper flowers to the covers. I think I really made this a kind of a mixed media feel to the journal. Thank you, Jeanette, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Ah, he knows when you've finished your housework. That's why he's allowing you to win. All right, so let's look at the flowers. I have some of these purple ones, and I have a couple of these white ones with little pearls, and maybe some of these pink ones. I'm just kind of putting up there. Oh no, I put my glue upside down. It's not supposed to go that way. Oh, and I did, if I can find them, I stamped out some butterflies earlier. Maybe we can color one. So what color? I used the, I put it away. That figures. Maybe that blue. Okay. So I've got a little paintbrush here. This is the positive blue. So I'm going to dip it in my paintbrush. And all I'm going to do is come in here and just kind of watercolor that in. This was stamped with archival ink. And this is the small butterfly. Butterfly small, I think is the name. If you just search butterfly, it'll show up. Okay, I like that. I'm going to clean off my brush. And then I've got this is fully purple. So it's a little bit different shade of purple. It's a lot darker than that artsy one. So I'm just going to come in here and add a little bit of purple. Just kind of gives it a variegated color. Okay? And let's fussy cut these out. And we'll use those on the cover as well. Barb! Hey, Barb! How are you? Yeah, we were wondering how you are. So glad you're here. What are you doing, running around? All right, so I'm just going to fussy cut this out. Grab some flowers. I'm going to bind the journals, and then we'll be done. Well, we'll do the giveaway. So I've got a giveaway right now for a mini journal. If you haven't joined the raffle, please do so. Just kind of cutting out really fast. I'm using the Fiskars Easy Touch scissors. I like these scissors because I have pretty good control with them, and they don't fatigue my hand as bad as the kind that you have to put your fingers in the loop. Okay, so I've got those. All right, so let's do Distress Inks, and then we can layer this all together. Not very exciting. You're soaking in Dawn dishwashing liquids, so not really. Alright, so we've got... Okay, so I've got this little butterfly. What if we put her a little butterfly, and maybe there, little butterfly. Here, little butterfly, there, little butterfly. Alright, so we've got some of these purple, pink. Oh yeah, I like that. We got 3 different colors. Maybe purple, pink. Where's the lighter one? Oh, here it is. That. Y'all like your little flowers, so maybe a couple on the outer edge here. Now that's too threesy, isn't it? Okay, I think I like that better. Put one here and on this side. These are relatively flat, so when I go to glue them down. Okay, I kind of like that. You like that? Yeah, I apparently haven't been picking up our mail at our P.O. box, and we had a month's worth of mail piled up. Okay, like that. Actually, I better put this on this side, because then it's balanced a little better. Okay, so we'll glue these down. One right there. One next to it. Oh, and then we've got to put bling on here. You know, Robin's favorite. Robert. Where's Angelica so she can say Robert? Oh, dear. Okay. Put this one up here. One below it. Oh, almost lost my flower. Little flowers. Little flowers. Need one more. I thought I had it out. It's probably stuck to something. Okay. Bling. Blingity, blingity, bling. So let's put a bling here. What do you think? Do you like it? It's more elaborate than I've been doing lately. I should have used a piece of fabric as another layer element, but sometimes you don't have to use it on every page. Not every single page, every journal. Come here. Okay. Gonna cut off a layer. Snip a couple more. All right. You like it with the different flowers, different colors? Okay. Put this over here. I didn't use these. You could also spend some time and put some tulip dimensional fabric paint and make this all glittery. That's another thing. You could do that, whoever gets the journals. All right, so we're going to put our journals together. So I'm going to put my covers over here. I'm going to line out all of the pages that I have. You know, and I showed y'all things that I didn't use, you know, when we were starting our journals. That happens. Sometimes I just change my mind. Okay, I think that's the way I want it. All right, so these 2 pages, I'm going to make 2 journals, are going to be my center page. So I'll put those way over here to be the last page I pick up. I've got 2 of those. And then I've got the mop-up pages. So I'm kind of lining them out a little bit. We have the pocket pages, so maybe kind of rearrange. And I have the different photo pages, like these 2. Thank you, Barb, for your donation. Have these side pockets in it. And then these had the painted looking and stamped papers. There's also pockets here that I didn't put anything in today. That gives y'all room to put stuff. All right, so let's move maybe one of those. I also have printed pages here. So I got several printed pages. So I'll just kind of distribute those throughout the journal. So maybe right here. And put this one here and here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11. Nice. And then I had some coloring book pages that were flowers I thought we would use. So I'm going to grab a cover. Then I'll grab a printed journal page. This is a stamped journal page. Here's a photo journal page that has the stamped stuff. Here's this scrapbook paper. Here's some flower page of a coloring book page. Put that in the center as best I can. Another printed page. I use 3 printed pages per journal. And then the rest of it, I just kind of, you see, broke up, decided what I wanted to put together. All right, so there's my first journal. So I'm going to get my journal tools out and grab my giant paper clips. I know I saw them. There we go. Try not to mess up my image and set this aside, and we'll do the next one. Flower escaping. Hey, wow, you're not even a Johnson. And that was a winner. Alrighty, well, we're about done here. Set this. Get all my tools out to do bookbinding with. More of these paper clips. Well, I may play around with making a different cover to go with this. I'm thinking about it. All right, so now I'm going to cut 3 times the length. 1, 2, 3, double that so I can put this away. This back in here. My junk journal tools. Thanks for being here, Maria. Marie. I have another friend, her name's Maria, so I think that's part of my problem. Oh, I didn't put enough glue on there. That whole corner was coming up. Okay, I'm gonna do a 3-hole punch, pamphlet stitch. Next Monday, I will be working with the Enchanted Rose journal kit, so you'll definitely want to come see that. Be on the lookout for some tutorials that'll be coming really soon. Oh, thank you, Janice, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you all for being here and hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, if after the video, if you would go down to the comment section and tell me what you liked about the live stream today. What was your favorite part, or what did you learn new? I like these painted book pages, painted and stamped book pages. All right, so I think that's sure it's tight. Okay. Hey, you're here, Norella. You've been lurking. Well, there's one journal. Let me get the other one. You see it, Norella? The cover? You like it? You're using a mix of your products and my products. All right, so we're going to punch holes in this. Thank you, Laura, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know where we are on donations. Are we there? Love the cover. Thank you, Norella. Oh, we made it to one journal, so we're going to give it away. One journal today. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much for your donation. There's a Maria. I got too many Marias on my brain. Although when I say Marie, I should remember the Brooks and Dunn song that he's No, or is it Maria? Is it Marie or Maria? You know, now I'm going to go look it up. I'll have to look it up. Yay! Thank you all for your donations. I greatly appreciate it. Helps me pay for the supplies I use. Pays a little bit of the electric bill. I'm leaving the ties long, so if someone wants to add journal charms, they can. Alrighty, put my tools up. Oh, good. Well, thank you so much, Sophia. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, and there's the other journal. All right, so let's do a flip through, and then we'll pick, I guess I need to pick the winner, don't I, of the mini. All right, so I'm going to get out a couple of these minis so you have a choice which one you want. And then we'll do a flip through of the journals. Okay, so this person, when I call your name, tell me, do you want the yellow label, black label, or purple? And that's the one you'll get, okay? I don't know where my flower charms are right now. I know where I have some leftover Christmas ones, but I didn't see if I had any flower ones right here. I see some seed ones, and I didn't want to go dig them out. All right. Everybody in the raffle for the little miniature. Norella, get in the raffle. You might win the little mini. I need to clean my desk off bad. All right, I see a couple more got in there. Hurry on. Get the last free raffle. All right, so these are the little journals. I made these journal live stream a couple weeks back, maybe a month now. This is like a gel print underneath. I got a book page, one of Norella's digital downloads, some lace. This is lace that I colored with Tattered Angels, the yellow one, and then the purple was some lace I had. The inside is just a variety of some colored text weight paper, and then the center page is a pocket that's layers of book pages that have been painted or whatnot. Here's the next one, so it's the same kind of papers, and then this one had a book page that I used the polka dot stencil on with the distress ink, and then this one's again got the little pages, and then this one has a little writing space up on the book page. Okay, and those are there. There they are. All right. I see Jeanette's in. I'm going to clean my hands again before I start handling the journal some more. Karen's in. Margarita's in. Someone liked that name, Margarita. All right. Everybody in? This is it. It's time to get off here. I was going to try to get off early. Lollygagging around. Okay, I'm going to pick the winner now. I think I got y'all. Yeah. All right, winner is Kathy Lake. Kathy, tell me which one you want. Tell me which one do you want? Tell me which one do you want? And then I'll do the last raffle for the journal. We were going to give away one of these two journals here in just a moment. And if you want a chance to win one of these journals, then just make a donation of any dollar amount. And then you can enter, okay? Far right petunia. Okay, that is from my garden. I took that photo. See, only good girls keep diaries. Bad girls don't have time. That's Tallulah Bankhead. All right. Thank you, Kathy. All right, we'll put this back. And let's go here. And let's reset. And we're going to do one ladies and flowers chunk journal. All right, so this is going to be for those people who have donated. I will read off everybody's name that's donated today so far. We have Laura Johnson, Maria del Pilar Martinez, Janice Brammer, Norella, Barb, Jeanette Wild, Tanya Chan, Margarita de Rose, Linda Gray, Robin Finnessy, and Kimberly Smith. So those people, which I believe are all ladies, so all those ladies, you have a chance to now enter the last giveaway for one of these two journals. All right, so we're going to start with the long-haired beauty that has the pink roses in the corner. Again, this is from the Shabby Floral journal kit from Calico Collage. I used her Ladies and Flowers digital artist trading card size images, and then the background was where I was cleaning off my brayer onto a book page, and then I stamped in the outside edges. I fussy cut out a butterfly from Beeline Designs, added some flowers with some bling on top. On the background page here, this was using Tattered Angels that I sprayed on there. Okay. This is from the Artful kit, and this is from the Shabby Floral kit. Here, I layered this today. We did the stenciling through the polka dot stencil. We used the sun-kissed cube on the outside edge. I used some of Norella's printable words. This book page was sprayed with Tattered Angels and then stamped with a rubber stamp, and then we added some bling over the flower. And just repeat this. This is the daisy stamp here. This is a flower photo from my garden that I took a picture of and just printed. And then I kind of described this earlier, but this was using the Baroque floral stencil using the lace duo at the top. This is the Topiary Large, and I painted that with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. And this is Every Artist Writes His Own Autobiography, and this is Henry Ellis is the name of that one. This was scrapbook paper that I cut and then folded to make a pocket. Then we made these outer pockets by spraying book pages with Tattered Angels. This is some of Norella's kit here. This is Life is About Making Memories. In the background, we have the beach rose stamped there. And then this is the flowering branch. I have a coloring book page. This was onion skin paper. We used the Stitches set. I used the Diamond with Flare. Used Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. This is Tulip Twine. I believe that's right. Which one? This is a stencil. Yes, Barb. That's a stencil. It is Baroque Flower Stencil. Okay, thank you, Norella. I will. Probably the one with more yellow. Okay. Baroque, the Baroque whatever, yeah. Here we use the dandelion stamp. We use the lace duo, but just in black. And we have the polka dot stencil in the background. And then this is Norella's digital. So I like that it kind of matches. This is another photo from my garden. Oh, and this was the Queen Anne's lace. And then here is a journal card that I made last week during the live stream. Another one I made during the live stream last week. And the pocket as well I made during the live stream. I just glued it down onto a page from the Artful kit. From the Shabby Floral. This is from the Dragonfly Delight kit. This is a mixed media page that I created. Painting over a book page and stamping on it, making a pocket that's made out of a napkin. Stamping the beach rose in the background using one of Norella's images and some paper flowers. This is the 3-tiered pocket. So we've got a tuck spot here and a tuck spot here, a tuck spot here, And then I have an additional tuck spot that I've added with some fabric on here. Rubber stamped with the Bella Rose rubber stamp in the background. And then over here we have this, oh, it got crinkled. There we go. Rose stamp. It's the botanical rose. And then we made this during the live stream. This is using the cross-stitched buttons stencil. And we'll put that right here. You bumped yourself out. Don't do that. And then this was using a napkin over a book page. Another book page that was sprayed with Tattered Angels. One of Norella's images, her words, fabric, stitched in the middle here onto a 5x7 journal card. And then the background here, this is also made with a napkin, fabric and lace. And then here I used the beach rose on the painted paper. It's the same as over here. I didn't put anything on this page. You know, some of them you don't have to put a bunch of embellishments. So if this is a journal you get, you can add some more pockets. Backside of that. This is going to be my first journal that's complete for 2021, believe it or not. Lots of techniques we did in here. All right, so I'm going to sign it. All right, so that's the first one. And then let me quickly go through this one, just so you can see that they are different in that the cover is different. And then we have different pages here. I don't have to describe each one. This is a different printed flower page. No, and this painted page is different than the one over there that I used the rubber stamps. We've got a different scrapbook paper here. Different coloring book page. This is the same. Different printed page. This is the same. Different flower page. Now they're from the Artful kit, and this is from the Shabby Floral kit. They kind of blend together. That's why I used them together. This page is my mixed media page that I made where I stamped around the edges. This was my painted papers. I made this out of a little tear-off notebook that I picked up a while back. And it was just great to add some journal pages onto a book page. And this was some paper cutouts that were given to me. Yeah, use your extras for an eclectic journal, for sure. You love the that multi-page edge pocket thing. Yeah, I've done that last week. I made one last week, and I've done it in other tutorials. And then here in the middle, I made these pockets by just tearing out that inner part, but it's a book page. I colored it with Tattered Angels and stamped over it with the Bella Rose. And then that gives me this little peekaboo for my journal card. Did the same over here. This is from the Dragonfly Delight Domino images that I think it's called Small Ephemera. Dragonfly Ephemera, maybe? Some more of Norella's little ladies, but I shrunk them, made them smaller. And then this is a different pocket, but same concept as the one I made last week. Here's a journal card I made to go in. And then this is from one of the Shabby Floral kits. And then this one's going right here. Other side of my flowers. Little one here. There's pockets here, so you can add some more ephemera. And then let's sign it. '21. That'll be hard to pick from. So, do you want, I don't know what, the long-haired lady or the updo lady? I don't know how to describe those. White roses or pink roses? That's what we'll do. White roses or pink roses? Which would you like to have? So let me see if everybody's in the giveaway. We have in the giveaway so far Norella, Jeanette, Tanya, Kimberly, Laura, Janice, Robin, Maria, Linda, and Barb. Did I get everybody? Margarita hasn't joined the raffle. So Margarita joined the raffle. And we got Kimberly in there. So all we're missing is Margarita. Are you still here, Margarita? Enter the raffle. Yeah, the pretty note paper. Isn't that simple? Little note paper. Thank you so much, Robin. Thank you so very much. You're very sweet. You're so encouraging. Say positive words. Somebody come clean my desk off. But put it where I know everything is. All right, get in the raffle, Margarita. Type exclamation. This is only for Margarita. No one else. Exclamation point RAFFLE since you donated. Yay, good job. All right. Wait, do that again. I don't think it was spelled correctly. RAFFLE. Yeah. LE. It was misspelled. Do it again, Margarita. Pink, she says. There you go. Oh, dear. Or wait, did she spell it? No, the other way around. She spelled it wrong 3 times now. One more time. One more time. Do it again. Spell it the right way. RAFFEL or LE. LE. RAFFLE. Oh my gosh. Y'all are killing me. Still spelling, Margarita. Still wrong at end. Come on, Margarita. By the way, those of you that have donated, especially Margarita, I know is new as a donator, make sure you go over to my website at lindaisrael.com and LE, LE, Margarita, LE. She got it! She got it! Make sure you go over to my website, lindaisrael.com, create a user account. She did it. And then message me there. Say, hey, Margarita on YouTube. I donated. And I'll get you added to my YouTube donator membership. All right, let's pick the winner of this bad boy. All right, who's going to win the journal? Tell me which one. Do you want white roses or pink roses? And let's get it done. You ready? Tanya Chan! Tanya, which one do you want? Congratulations, Tanya. That was funny. Well, we waited for Margarita. She had too many margaritas, Tanya says. All right. Pink. All right. So Tanya wants the pink one. Congratulations, Tanya. So you get the pink one. That's the one that's got this journal page with the napkin. And then the stamped flowers there. All right. Well, congratulations to Tanya on winning. It won't stay. It's so fluffy. I'll lay it this way. All right. Congratulations. Well, I'll save that journal for another time. Cracking you up, Margarita. Well, thank you all for being here. We'll see you Monday. And I will be showing y'all how to make a journal using the Enchanted Rose journal kit. So we'll have lots of journal pages that we'll make. Have a little bit of fun creating, okay? Thank y'all so very much for being here. Y'all have an amazing night. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all have a great night. Love you lots, everybody. Oh, who won the mini? That was, oh my gosh. It just went blank. Was it? I'd have to rewatch it. You were supposed to remember that. She wanted this one. Who was it that won? Oh well, I'll go back and look. All right, we'll see y'all next week. Don't make me go watch. Well, you're supposed to be keeping notes. I didn't write it down. I'm leaving. It's dinner time. All right. Tanya. Yes, it was Tanya Vern Chan. T. Vern Chan. Yep. She won the pink one, and then Kathy Lake won the mini. No, Kathy won the mini. Tanya won the big one. Yeah. All right, we got it. We got it. All righty, I'm getting off here. You'll go. You'll go. All right, y'all take care. Lots of love to you, everybody. Have an amazing week. We'll see you next Monday. Bye.